Hi everyone, welcome to Poisonous People. Today we're going to be continuing our series on diagnosing narcissistic personality disorder. And in this video, we're going to be covering criterion number 6, exploitation. And I'm going to read to you how it is worded in the DSM, and we have actually made it to the top of page 670. So this is number 6, and it reads as follows. Is interpersonally exploitative, namely, takes advantage of others to achieve his or her own ends. Now, before we get into discussing what this may look like in the very early stages when you first meet somebody, I want to point out something very important, and that is that this is just one criterion for diagnosing NPD. When you're diagnosing NPD, you need to have a minimum of 5 of the 9 criteria, and that can be any 5. It doesn't matter which 5. So it's possible for somebody to have grandiosity, the fantasy one, the I'm special. They may need to be admired, and they may get really jealous. Okay, that's number 8. We haven't gotten to it yet. So there's 5 right there, but they didn't meet the criterion for exploitation. That means they can still be a narcissist and not have an exploitative nature. Why is this important? Well, it's important because exploitation is a synonym for abuse. And it's my personal opinion that somebody with those other 5 criteria that I just kind of picked off the top of my head, somebody with those traits would be toxic for sure, but abusive, I don't know. If a narcissist is abusive, it's probably because he or she ranks a bit higher in this particular criterion. And the reason that is so important is because it dispels this myth, this idea that all narcissists are these horrific, evil, abusive people. That is just simply not true. If you understand that narcissism is a spectrum, you will see that not every narcissist is an abuser, and not every abuser is a narcissist either, when you really understand the DSM criteria. So now that we've made that clear, and I think it's very, very important, now what we want to do is look a little bit at how this criterion might manifest or might present itself in the early stages when you're just getting to know somebody. Because let's face it, when we're first getting to know an abusive person, they're not going to put their abusive nature on display. Although some narcissists may give you hints, they may say things like, my last relationship, I kind of messed up, I put my hands on her, but I'm not going to do that again. I mean, they may say things like that, but there are other ways that we can kind of, detect that maybe this person sees people as more transactional than your average narcissist or person with narcissistic personality disorder. And in my opinion, that is very clear by this person's tendency to bargain. They're going to make offers that they're going to try to make it seem like it's mutually beneficial. And in some cases, it may be mutually beneficial, but the narcissist won't care. The narcissist is not concerned that this transaction, this agreement, this partnership is benefiting you. They only care that you're willing to join the partnership that will benefit them. You're looking for these bargaining kind of transactional agreements that really serve to use you, to take advantage of you so that the narcissist can achieve their ends, their end goal that they're looking for. Maybe somebody at work is holding a Labor Day party, barbecue or something, and you've been asked to come and bring a dessert. And the narcissist at work approaches you and says, hey, I have an idea. Why don't we carpool? You know, if you drive, I'll buy the desserts for both of us so you don't have to worry going to the grocery store. Personally, if I was presented with that offer, I wouldn't think it was a fair trade because gas is more expensive than food these days, although food is increasing in price. But I think I'm going to be spending more money per gallon on gas than I am on a box of donuts or a box of cookies. And not only that, but if the narcissist gets sent to the grocery store, who are they going to buy groceries for? They're going to buy their favorite kind of dessert. So not only are they getting a free ride to this barbecue, and they're not going to have to waste their gas and put wear and tear on their car, but they're going to go to the grocery store and they're going to pick out desserts that they like with no regard for allergies or other people and what their tastes are. And then when you get to the party, the narcissist will say, oh, I didn't know you had a peanut allergy. If I had known, I would have gotten something else. But meanwhile, peanut is their favorite. So they lucked out. They got the peanut cookies and they got the ride to the party, and don't forget, you're their ride, so you're gonna have to drive them back. So now you're doing two things where they really only had to play their role on the way there. They picked up the dessert and now they're done. You still got to drive them back home. So again, that's a very, very simplistic example, but this is just kind of like above the surface, tip of the iceberg. That's all they're going to show you. So before I end this video, I just want to say one more important thing, and that is please do not hear what I am not saying. I am not saying that somebody with a transactional character flaw or somebody who's more prone to bargaining is a narcissist for sure. Like if you see this, it's a sure sign they're a narcissist. I am not saying that at all. I am just saying that somebody who tends to do this or has a pattern of doing it, especially, all that tells you is that this is an exploitative person. This is somebody that takes advantage of people. And whether they're a narcissist or not, you probably want to just keep them at arm's length. I hope this helps. I'm Jen Guerriero, and this is Poisonous People. Thanks for watching.